Songwriting for Hope with a much broader scope. It's Rhyme and Reason 414.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme and reason why you're here.
Hey there, Tony here. How you doing today? I hope you're doing well wherever you are. It's a very nice day here in the shadow of Pikes Peak in Colorado. And been able to get out and get some good walking in. Sure feels good to get out and do that again. Been doing it for a few weeks now as the weather's gotten more accommodating, a little less snow, and quite a bit more sunshine, so that's nice. I know that a lot of people are feeling that confinement issue right now, but I recommend you get out and go for a walk. Regardless of whatever else is going on, get out and go for a walk. That forward motion and that sunshine, it'll do you good. And you heard me start this whole thing out talking about songwriting for hope. And when I say songwriting for hope, I'm not talking about a person's name, by the way. I'm talking about actual hope. Yeah, it's a real thing. In spite of all this negative stuff you're seeing in the media and social media channels, hope is actually always available. But the problem is most people don't have a clue where to look because, well, they focus on temporary material things. And those things are ultimately, when you get right down to it, hopeless. Now, I want you to know that you are on my mind when I'm songwriting for hope. That sounds like a Willie Nelson song or Elvis. You're always on my mind. No. Anyway, but I'm thinking about you when I'm songwriting and doing that hopeful songwriting. And except for a small group of people, I've probably never even met you, right? But, I mean, well, if you're listening to me and you know me, you know I'm not talking to you. Okay. But I'm singing, when I sing and write, I'm doing that to share the one true message of hope that you can depend on from here through eternity. That makes me think of From Here to Eternity, an old movie. But I digress. Anyway, and I'm especially writing and singing for you if you've never heard of, or maybe haven't even yet started to trust, your Creator. And yeah, even if you don't believe in Him, He's your Creator too. If you're still trying to find something here in this world to replace a relationship with your Creator, well, I'm sorry. I got to tell you this, you have no hope. And it's for two reasons. One, only a fool believes there is no God, so don't go there. You don't want to be a fool. And that's actually in the Bible, by the way. You can look in the show notes and find a link to that particular spot. That's the first reason. And number two is, in case you haven't noticed, nothing here on good old planet Earth lasts forever. It just doesn't. And I don't think I have to tell very many people that's been made painfully obvious by all this COVID-19 virus weirdness going on, right? Now, so many other songwriters have decided to dedicate their talents and time to writing and singing about the here and now. And they follow the materialistic formulas that lead nowhere, like I said, to a place of no hope. And let's put it this way, certainly no lasting hope. And even though it can feel like they care, they actually don't care. They don't care about you, and they don't care where you end up. So why should that surprise you? It shouldn't, because they don't even care where they end up. So why should they care where you end up, right? But I do. I actually care where you end up forever. And in many cases, depending on who's listening to this, when and where, I might care about where you end up more than you even care. And even though you might despise the messages that I often share here on the podcast and in articles and rhymes and in my songs, I want you to know there is hope, but it isn't found in things. Okay? It's not in people, and certainly not in the illusions of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Those are the destructive, false little gods. Your Creator is bigger than the whole universe. He created you to be with Him. And whether you decide to ignore or trust will determine if you sink or swim. Okay, just know that you do have hope available, and you can tap into it anytime you want. You don't need my help. You can just ask God to help you have the hope. And He'll judge your heart. He'll know if you mean it or not. And if you do, don't be surprised if He gives it to you. That's all I'm going to talk about on that for today. And until next time, this is brought to you by TonyFunderburk.com, where I always say there's books, merch, words and music, and rhymes and reasons. And as always, there is a rhyme and reason to life because God made you.
There's a